Hello students, today we will do the last topic from the chapter Applications of Derivative. In this lecture, you will learn the second derivative test in order to find the local maxima and local minima. Write down the steps in order to apply for this method. In the first step, you need to find the derivative of the function. First, find the derivative of function. In second step, find all points at which the derivative vanishes or at which f dash x is equal to 0. In the third step, find the double derivative of function. Because it is also very clear from the name, it is second derivative test. So in this method, you need to find the second order derivative. Find the double derivative. And in the fourth step, find f double dash at point, say these are the points x equal to a comma b comma c. These are the points at which the derivative of the function vanishes. So we need to find f double dash a. Now study the sign. If f double dash a is positive, then we can say that f has local minima at x equal to a, and if f double dash a is negative, then we can say f has local maxima at x equal to a. If the sign is positive, we say minima, local minima, and if the sign is negative, we can say maxima. Negative maxima, positive minima. Just remember this. Follow the same method for the other point B as well as for C. This is the test which appears to be very simple, and believe me, it is very simple. When you will do some questions, you can know the reality of this method, and you will love this method because this method is quite easy and you will solve more questions by yourself. Let us do one question. Let us start with the simplest question. Find two positive numbers whose sum is 15 and the sum of whose squares is minimum. This is my question. We need to find two numbers we need to find. Let us suppose the first number is x, and there is one hint from the question. Find two numbers whose sum is 15. When we add these two numbers, we get 15. So if x is the first number, the other number will be 15 minus x. So we can suppose these two numbers to initiate the question. Let this and this be two numbers. Now we need to focus on the next statement, that is the sum of whose square is minimum. Sum of whose square, we need to find the squares and then we add them, right? Let us suppose the function is s, because the function is sum, so we denote it by s. Whose square means x square plus 15 minus x square. We need to find the minimum value of this s, right? We need to find the minimum value of this s function. So what is the first step? First find the derivative. So ds by dx, it is 2x plus 2 into 15 minus x into 0 minus 1. It will be 2x minus 2, 15 minus x. 2 common, x minus 15 plus x. 2 into 2x minus 15. The second step is find all the points at which the derivative is equal to 0. So ds over dx will be equal to 0, equal to 0. That means 2 into 2x minus 15 equal to 0. 2 cannot be 0, that means 2x minus 15 equal to 0, means x equal to 15 over 2. This is one point, only one critical point in this question. So this is my x. So I need to find the double derivative so that I can check the sign of double derivative. What is a double derivative? It will be 2 into 1 minus 0. It is 4, which is positive. And you know that for positive it is minimum, right? There is no x in the double derivative. If there lies any x value, then we will put x equal to 15 over 2 and then check the sign of double derivative. Here it is very easy because 4 is always positive. So we can say that at x equal to 15 over 2, our double derivative is positive. This implies local minimum value. That means minimum values at x equal to 15 over 2. This is my minimum value at x equal to 15 over 2. If x is 15 over 2, what is 15 minus x? 15 minus 15 over 2 is equal to 2. 30 minus 15, that is 15 over 2. So my numbers are 15 over 2 comma 15 over 2. These are the two numbers. If I need to find the minimum value, then I will put x equal to 15 over 2 here and then solve the value. Whatever the value comes out, it is the minimum value of the given expression. I hope you understand the concept. Now we will move on to some difficult questions. Let us do one question. Question is, amongst all pairs of positive numbers with product 64, find those whose sum is the least. This is my question. From the pair of positive numbers whose product is 64. Here I have the hint that sum of product of two numbers is 64. If x is one number, the other number will be 64 over x. Why? Because when we product them, when we multiply them, we get 64. X and x will cancel out and we are left with 64. So this is the way how to predict the initial values. Now, whose sum is the least? Again, we need to find the sum, right? Sum means x plus 64 over x. Here it is not saying sum of square or sum of cubes. So we will remain our function equal to x plus 64 over x. This is the first number or this is the second number. Now we will proceed the same steps in this question, that is first find the derivative, that is 1 minus 64 over x square, because 1 over x, the derivative of 1 over x is x power minus 1 into x power minus 1 into minus 1 product power rule, right? So it will be 1 minus 64 over x square. Now put dx over dx equal to 0. We get 61 minus 64 over x square equal to 0. 64 over x square equal to 1 or x square equal to 64. That means x is equal to plus minus 8. But here it is positive word, so we will retain only positive value because x is positive in the question, right? So we need to find the double derivative here. What is the double derivative? Derivative of 1 is 0 minus 64 and derivative of x power minus 2 is minus 2 x power minus 3. So it will be minus 2 over x cube, which is 128 over x cube. Double derivative at x equal to 8 is 128 over 8 cube, which is positive. We need not to evaluate the exact value of this expression, because we are just concerned with the sign here. We need not to know the exact value of this expression. So it is positive, that means minimum value. Minimum value at x equal to 8. So our first number is 8 and the other number is 64 over 8, which is again 8. So x equal to 8 and 8 are the two numbers. These are the two positive numbers whose product is 64 and whose sum is the least sum. Okay students, in this way you can try some questions from your book, and if you find any doubt you can ask your doubts. So I will try my best to make one more video on this concept, and I'll try to solve at least one question from each type so that you can grasp the questions easily and you can retain them in your memory. Okay, so please don't panic and just try the similar questions. Please try to solve some related questions that I have done in this video by yourself, and if you find any doubt, please ask your doubt, because only this way you can get more confidence and you can be able to solve questions in the examination. Okay, thank you.